So thanks for jumping on. Let me go ahead and mute everybody first because sometimes, let's see. Sorry, I should have done all this. Mute all. Mute all. So everyone is muted. So thanks for jumping on our Wednesday night team call. My name is Dane Kohler, and hold on. RV Palafax just texted me. Let me just see what that is. Okay. All right. Sorry. Sorry, I kind of have to jump when the owner reaches out to me. This is our team call. We normally have Wednesdays at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and it's for PGI. And one thing I wanted to talk about briefly about PGI is that there are some things that are written on the internet that that cannot, again, you go to behindmlm.com all the time, and there's just some nonsense that's written on there, and I really take, I kind of take I take it a little bit personal when people start saying, well, this is a scam, well, RV's a scam, and excuse me, and all this stuff, and so I can just tell you from a personal experience, I've met RV several times. I'll be meeting him again in Vegas. Well, no, I won't be meeting him for the launch here February 6th because he's going to be in Dubai. But I met RV several times, and he's a very honest, upstanding guy. There are a couple things out there on the internet that I can squash in a heartbeat. If you guys read any nonsense on there, just get with your sponsor. We can do a 3-way call, 4-way call, and I can talk to you about some of the things that's on there because it's not true, and so it's just blown out of proportion. It's basically fake news, so to speak. So I do want to let's see. Let me mute everybody again. So I want to talk about Vegas. That's coming up January 29th. Which is this Friday in 2 days. I do have several people meeting RV at the corporate office there in Sahara Avenue, and with cash. They've got cash or cashier's checks. If anybody that's in the Vegas area wants to get an extra account or maybe accounts for your teammates funded, just let me know, get back with me, and I can set something up with RV. He leaves for Dubai on February 4th. So if it's not this Friday, you want to set up something for Monday. He said Monday would work too, which is February 1st. If anybody has, if you want to get a larger package or get any of your teammates in, and they or you live near the Vegas area and can get to Vegas, let me know because it's lickety-split. It's very, very quick. If you have the funds, you can meet RV first of all, which is a great experience to meet him, and then he can light you up. So that's also this Friday. Let me know. Send me a personal email or text. I will leave my email in the notes section as soon as the other people come on and start talking. So February 5th, we are staying. There's a group of us that are staying February 5th to February 9th, which is till Tuesday. We're staying in Vegas. We would like to have some powwow sessions with people. We can do an opportunity call as well. If you do have people showing up, just let us know ahead of time, whether it's me or Dr. Marty or Gary Wood, or we have several people that'll be there. We could basically have 200 people there showing up to Vegas. But I do want to caution people to possibly put the brakes on if you're looking to show up to Vegas to see RV and Caesar and this all be a big, huge event. It's going to probably disappoint you because of the COVID. And Vegas is a state that's out west. Las Vegas, Nevada is a state that's out west, and so those kind of west states, they're more tight on you got to, COVID, no more than 6 people, that kind of thing. But we will make the most of it, depending upon how many people show up. We can meet at a park. I know RV was trying to secure a venue for us. I don't know how that's going. He did just send me another message, and he did not mention that yet in the message. Sorry. So I'll reach back out to him again tomorrow and see if we can't get a definitive, hey, do we have a venue? And hopefully everyone's on Telegram. If you're not on Telegram, I suggest everyone to download the Telegram app, get on Telegram so you can be a part of our group, which is the A-Team. You can just type in A-Team. You'll see A-Team, I think PGI group, or get with your sponsor and say, hey, I just downloaded the Telegram app on my phone. Can you please add me? So please do that. I wanted to also mention for everyone to please have patience with support. I know that we've had a lot of issues. One of the major issues is getting paid from, I think it was January 18th. There were some issues with the blockchain on January 18th, and I shared that. I think even Sarah Louise shared that on our Telegram group as far as what was kind of going on with the blockchain on that particular date. That kind of held up some things. So just please be patient. Know that there's a new blockchain, there's a new e-wallet coming out in February where you can get paid in the matter of minutes or in the matter of hours. So that's all coming down the pipeline. Keep in mind, we are a company that's less than a year old. And I get chill bumps when I think about how much further we have to go with PGI, as far as where we've been with PGI and how much further we have to go. So there are so many things down the pipeline with PGI. It's very, very exciting. So just kind of be aware of that. Know that as long as it says processing in your back office, you are going to be paid. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You will be paid. So I think from a time perspective, I think we need to tell everyone that comes in, you'll be paid anywhere from 3 days to 10 days, just depending upon the blockchain. That is up until the first week of February. I think February 6th is when our launch happens. We're going to get a lot of information from RV and from the company about the new e-wallet and the blockchain. So let's look for that for probably about the next 2 weeks, we'll say. We want to show people, we want to under promise and over deliver. Okay, so if we tell them 2 to 10 days and they get paid in 7 days, they're happy. Rather than some people getting used to being paid 3 to 5 days and then day 7 they haven't gotten paid. They're blowing up everyone's phone. Hey, why haven't I got paid? Why? Just relax. That's all going to be taken care of and addressed when we get our new blockchain and our new e-wallet. A quote that I wanted to bring up to you guys. I always like to kind of mention a quote on our calls, and this is one of my most popular quotes that I love. And the quote says, "It takes 20 years to be an overnight success." And so think about that. It takes 20 years to be an overnight success. I don't know who coined that. It wasn't me, unfortunately, but that kind of applies to a lot of us because you work so hard and you're so many network marketing companies or so many things, and they either fall flat or they're scams or whatever. And year 2, 3, year 4, 20 years. It takes you 20 years to be an overnight success. Well, I will tell you guys, this is year 20. This is year 20 for anybody that is a part of PGI Global right now. Year 20 is happening for you right now. We're in 2021, but year 20 is happening. You will be a success this year, and I guarantee you that. So I wanted to talk about change real quick, and with that, I wanted everyone to do a brief kind of little exercise here. But I do want to mention that Albert Einstein said that doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. And I'm sure all of you guys have heard that before, but I want you to think about that and for it to sink in for maybe things that you're doing in your life. If you're doing the same thing over and over and over, not changing anything, just doing it over and over, and you're expecting a different result, that is the definition of insanity. So just think about that. What are you doing? How opt are you to change? And so for this, I just want to kind of do a brief experiment. I want everyone, whether you have the video on your, to clasp your hands to where it feels comfortable. Clasp your hands. Put your hands together. Now, I want you to switch that. And instead of maybe your left thumb being over your right or your right being over your left, switch it. And put your left over your right or your right over your left. It feels strange. It feels different, doesn't it? Doesn't feel comfortable. And that's kind of what change is. And so I challenge all of you to every day for the next week to just at one or two, 3 times a day, interlock your fingers different than what you've done before. And that will remind you that change is good. Even if it's that one little thing. Okay, I just did something different right now. I interlocked my hands and I did something different. So let me start thinking differently, or let me start a couple things differently today or this week. You know, and it's very, very important because that is the only way you're going to be more successful and to change your habits. Unless your current habits are, rock star, off the charts, by all means, keep doing what you're doing. And I'm not talking to you people. I'm talking to those that really want to see a change in their life, maybe in their financial future, whatever it may be. So let's just try to work on that. Just something that minor. You'll be surprised on how well that will work. So I've got a video here, and hopefully last week we had a video that didn't really show up well, but I'm going to, I want everyone to watch this video real quick. And this is from a guy I'm sure all of you guys have heard of, Jay Shetty, and please send me a message if you're not hearing this.
Famously remarked in a conversation with Werner Heisenberg, he said, in the West we've built a beautiful ship, and in it, it has all the comforts. But actually the one thing that it doesn't have is a compass, and that's why it doesn't know where it's going. This paradox of our times was propounded by the Dalai Lama.
It's not working. Okay. All right, stop that. Let me stop the share. Thank you for telling me. We tried that last week, and it didn't work. What was the problem? Was it the volume?
No sound. No sound.
No sound. Jeez Louise. Oh, wait. I know why. Hold on. I know why. You got to love live. Here we go. That is why. Okay, let's try this again. Let me go to YouTube. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Let's see. I know why. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. Oh, hold on. It's not. Let me switch this to my external speaker. And let's go this way. Jeez Louise, hold on a minute. It's not wanting to go to my external speaker. Hold on, this is a good video and it's only 3 minutes long, so bear with me. Let me see if my Bluetooth is gonna pick up my external speaker. If not, I'm gonna try this one more time, and then I'm gonna be done with my external speaker for now. Okay, it didn't work. So, all right, let's go back to not sharing my screen.
Hey, Bobby, maybe our kid can give us a class on how to
Jeez Louise. Yeah, no joke.
covering up the thing.
But I don't have my kids this week, so I'm screwed. So, all right. Let me stop share screen. Okay, no, I wasn't sharing screen. All right, well, so much for that. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. I figured out the reason, but let's just move forward. I want to be, I know that all you guys don't plan on spending your entire day or night on our call. So um, basically, it's about changing and how powerful it is to change and what you can do with your life if you do change. Um, and so I also want to, if anyone has any questions in the chat box, you can open up the chat and just kind of ask a question. I do want to bring on some of the normals, and I don't happen to see Richard Marks on the call. He was going to jump on. He did confirm. Richard, if you're on the call, shoot me a text and let me know. I don't see your name on here. If not, we are going to move on. So I don't see Richard. So what I want to do is I want to bring on Suresh. I want to bring Suresh on. He to give a testimonial about his experience with PGI and where he is with that, and kind of give a little background about what you've done and where you've been. So Suresh, I see that you're on the call and you are unmuted.
Yeah, can you hear me, Dane?
I can, yes.
Yeah, hey, my name is Suresh. I'm from Orlando, Florida. I live like 15 minutes from Dane's house. So we get together probably once or twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, and during our sessions. But I'm really excited about PGI. I mean, I've been in the network marketing industry for 18, 20 years. And all the way from Amway to PGI. And I personally believe that PGI is the best one so far, and I'm really excited. And I got a chance to meet RV when we went to Vegas, and that was in December. And I really wanted to meet the owner because a lot of times you don't get to meet the owner, you don't really get the chance to talk and see their heart. And one thing about Arvi is very giving, he's very genuine, very real, he's very personable, and he wants us to succeed. I mean, bottom line. And he's been where we've been before, So, he's gone through the struggles of ups and downs with different network marketing companies and stuff like that. So he wanted to find something that everybody will make money every single day. And so I got a chance to just meet the man and just kind of and I'm very just a character, so and he was very real. Me and Dane and Lynn got a chance one-on-one with him a couple of times, and so I really need to do my due diligence with the owner before I really sink my heart and soul into a company because I don't want to do something or get my friends into something that I don't feel confident. So I'm really passionate about this business. I'm really passionate about sharing this with people. That's how I see it. I share this with people. If people don't get it, I'm okay with it, and I give them what I see about the company. And Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin is hard right now, and I truly believe that Bitcoin is going to be $100,000, 200,000, or 300,000. It might take a year or two or three, but it's just a matter of time. So I mean, it's a great business, not only with PGI, but what PGI is doing using Bitcoin. So I'm really excited about that, and I just want to talk a little bit about Dane too. Dane is a great leader. I've known him for a while. He has a heart of helping people. He's very genuine. And kind of reminds me of RV too. So, and Dane is one of my best friends, and, we've been in a lot of different businesses together. And one of the things I respect about him, he's a great leader that cares and he wants you to succeed. And that's why, I'm best friends with him, and I also follow him where he goes and stuff like that. But I just want to kind of share why I think PGI is going to be a global force. And not only we're in 189 countries, we get paid an average of 1% daily from the trading. Um, Comp plan is amazing. 8% on your personal, 10% on your binary, and all that stuff. And there's a Bitcoin. And one thing about RV is he's kind of branching out into different industries. Like he's had Bitcoin machines for sale. He started his own exotic car dealership. He started his own marketplace like Amazon. They just in the process of buying a hedge fund company that uses Bitcoin. And obviously, you guys heard that he bought another trading company that comes with like 4 or 5 different licenses and stuff like that. And the cool thing about this business that I like is we are connected with RB. Dane is connected to RB, and Dane has the fastest growing team in the USA. So Dane can just text RB, or RB will text him back. So it's nice to have somebody, a leader, that has direct connection with the owner and Caesar and the leadership, and we get to withdraw money every week, and something about getting paid and stuff. But we're all gonna have growing pains, especially with new companies, and RV's coming out with a new e-wallet probably in like 2 or 3 weeks, he's always thinking about the future. So that's why I'm really, really excited about PGI and where PGI is going. And the cool thing is everybody wins. Everybody's making money every single day, and we're not forcing anybody to get into business, and we also have a team of people with PGI team. So any questions that we have, we kind of bounce each other. It's a community that helps each other to grow. One of the keys to success is when you have a team or community that is working together to grow, and that's when we're going to succeed. And then we have a great leader in Dane and RV and Caesar and my friend Len. So we're going to be successful, right? It's just a matter of, do you want to be successful? Are you willing to put your heart and soul into this? You need to start your own belief level. My belief level is there because I got to meet the owner, and I'll be able to share the experience with you. But it's like smelling a rose. I can smell the rose, but I can't describe how the rose smells like. So that's how I believe that RV and PGI is going to do great things, and I'm really excited about it. So that's all I have to say, Jane. And back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Suresh, for that. Yeah, there's quite a few things that you said there, and one is that most of the people that I talk to on a daily basis, I'm like, listen, the disadvantage that a lot of people have is they put their blood, sweat, tears, and their name on the line for bringing in companies and promoting companies and things like that. And then what happens when that company just falls short or goes out of business or it was a scam? You're part of the NFL club, the no friends left. And it's like no one wants to, they start avoiding you when you call them. And I've been a part of that to a certain degree. And it's nice to know when you can 100% without any question back a company, promote a company, put all your time and your effort in a company that you know is going to be here in 5 years, in 10 years, because it's going to pay off. Your hard work's going to pay off. And unfortunately, a lot of hard work in network marketing companies, they don't pay off, especially if they're dealing in the crypto industry. And so when I got involved in May 5th of 2020, I just started with a $100 package. That was it. And then I just started got it paid every single day. I started doing withdrawals every Monday. I'm like, wow, this is real. And since then, I've just kind of excelled, bought more packages, and told more and more people about this. And most people, they get involved for the first week or two. They want to test it out. But then once they get involved, it's lights out because they see the real deal. I do want to, because Richard, I was expecting Richard to be on the call, and he texted me. Didn't so I.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
you
here,
are.
Dane.
There you are. There you are. Okay.
I thought it was 8 o'clock.
Perfect. Okay, so let me bring you on here in just a minute, Richard. Let me explain real quick a little bit about the comp plan. And one thing that wasn't explained to me as and when I first came in, I just want to explain to everybody that let's just say hypothetically you have $1,000 trading position. Your top position is $1,000. You could have $100 trading agreement, a $400, but your top trading agreement is $1,000, or maybe it's $10,000, or maybe it's $400. Whatever that top trading position is, you max out binary of that in a day. So in other words, if you had $1,000 trading agreement, you can't, if you make more than $1,000 in that day of binary, which is a left and a right, Richard will talk more about that, but if you make more than $1,000 in one day, that's breakage, and that the rest goes to the company. And I was kind of a victim. I wouldn't say victim, but I was a product of that about 2 months ago, where I made $4,000 more than my top level position was in the binary. So 4,000 of that went back to the company. So just be aware of that, and that also I want you to be aware of that. You will not, anyone you bring in will not show up in the binary or as your personally in your team until they start trading, which typically takes about 72 hours. I get a lot of text messages. Hey, my friend came in yesterday. They're not showing up in my binary. They're not trading. It takes 72 hours for them to show up in your binary, and it is time stamped. So if you bring someone in, then they can bring someone in immediately and immediately and immediately, even though none of them show up. After 72 hours and they start trading, they will start showing up in the binary. So I wanted to get that out. So Richard, you are unmuted. Go ahead and start and chat a little bit about the binary.
Okay, I've got a new microphone on. Can you hear me all right, Dane?
Hear you perfectly.
Just text me if you can't hear me, all right?
Nope.
I got a new microphone. I'll see
I see
how
you.
that goes.
You're good.
You got to make me the host.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize you're going to share screen. Let me make you the host real quick.
Make me the host? Yeah.
I will.
Were you hearing me all right when I was talking? I've got a new microphone. That's what.
We hear you better than ever right now, and you are the host.
How about now? You hearing me now? Good.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to briefly go over the compensation plan. I'll just hide the videos here. Trying to hide the videos. It always clogs up my screen. Okay, I'm going to go briefly over the compensation plan. I'm going to spend a lot of time on the boost up and the binary because there's a little bit of confusion. If you're not hearing me, Dan, give me a text. Okay, these are our packages: silver, gold, platinum, and titanium. There are three packages on the silver, 3 on the gold, 3 on the platinum, and 3 on the titanium. So what package you are currently at will determine your percentage of personal and binary. I'm going to cover that in a minute. Each package has a $19 fee. If you do another package, it's another $19 fee. It's a once only. There's no monthly fee after that. Trading bonus averages between 0.5 and 3%, averaging about 1.1% right now. Here's some screenshots of I think this is Dane going back on his 1%. There's an occasional 2% there. This is how the packages look in the back office. If you have a $10,000 package, that is going to double over approximately 6 months. And you have what's called a running passive bonus, showing how far you've gone. So he's already recouped the 10,000, and he's 3,000 over. So by the end of that doubling, he will have pulled out a full $20,000. At that point, it expires, and you either do a new one of $20,000 or a different package. So when that expires, you still got one running down here. Okay. This is a typical withdrawal. This is an older slide, so Dane is actually way above that now on weekly withdrawal. I just wanted to point this out. This is the trading bonus. This is an old slide of Dane's. There's a trading bonus of $23,000. He's earned a direct referral bonus of $22,000. But look at his pairing bonus or binary bonus, $106,000. So where's the money? The money is in building a healthy binary. So we have a direct referral bonus, we have a binary bonus, a boost up, and a renewal bonus. Dane, you hear me? Okay?
I hear you fine.
Good.
I just muted everyone.
And this has been my motto: help everyone, get everything you want in life if you just help enough other people get what they want. Zig Ziglar, I met him a couple of times. And there's nothing, a binary that's properly worked, there's nothing that can match it. So your direct referral bonus depends on your package. If you're at silver, that's the direct referral bonus. If you're on gold, that's your direct referral, direct referral, direct referral. So you can determine what percentage you're getting by what package you have currently. The binary has a negative impact due to power lag and spillover concept. Now, a lot of big players you talk to who've been in binaries before will tell you that they don't have a very good feeling about a binary. A binary has a lot of what's called breakage. Something like 90 to 95% of the people in the binary basically never make anything off the binary. The big leaders who know how to work it, they make a lot of money, but the majority of people miss out. So I'm going to show you a better way to know. Okay, so to receive a binary bonus, you have to have one direct on your left and one direct on your right. The first pair, it says the first pair does not qualify you for the binary bonus. What that means is it qualifies you for binary, but you don't get paid on that first pair. So if you come in 100 and you bring 100 on your left and 100 on your right, you're now qualified, but you don't get paid on the 100 and the 100. But if they boost upgrade later, you will get paid on that. So everything past the first two packages left and right will pay the binary bonus. You'll get a minimum of 8% binary daily on the points volume on your smaller team. So if you have 100,000 on the right and you have 10,000 on the left, that day you're going to get paid on the 10,000. It disappears once it's paid, so now you have no points on the left, and it takes 10,000 off the right. Okay, so the binary points, once they're paid, they go away. Partners receive, so the maximum binary bonus, I think Dane just covered this, the maximum binary bonus per day depends on the highest existing package of the account. Okay, other binaries I've been in had an arbitrary cap, which means it was like the same for everyone, and nobody could go above that cap. They have to do that because you can't pay a binary unlimited forever. But we are able to control our cap, because if you're exceeding your daily binary cap of your highest package, you just get a higher package, and so you've actually have control over raising the cap on your binary. Everybody understand that? Okay. Now this is the one I want to spend more time on. The boost up it is very, very critical that you understand this in the first 30 days. We didn't understand it. Dane didn't. I didn't. And so a lot of people missed out on this because we didn't really. I thought that it only paid you for 30 days. That's why I didn't pay much attention to it. But once you get the boost up, it's forever. Once you get it in 30 days. So how it works? It's an increase of 2% from your regular direct referral bonus and peri bonus, which means you enjoy higher income. When you sponsor 2 new members into the program, one left and one right, within 30 days from the date of your membership, with those 2 members package equal to or higher than your current highest package, you automatically qualify for the boost up. It only happens once, whatever your current package is. When you upgrade your package, your boost up doesn't change after you achieved it one time. Okay, so let's look at this. If you're in a silver package and you achieve the boost up, you're going to go from 6 to 8% on the direct referral bonus, and you're going to go from 8 to 10% on the binary bonus. So that's the same for all 3 of those. It's a little bit higher in the titanium, but that's a very high package. So you might think, well, what's 2%? That's not much. But it's 2% out of 8. So somebody get a piece of paper and calculate for me, what is the percent increase if you go from 8 to 10? It's a 2% increase, but what percent is that? Well, I can tell you, it's 2 out of 8 it's 1/4. It's a 25% increase in your income on your binary forever. That is huge. Okay, so let's say you're earning 200,000 in the year on binary, and a lot of people are going to be earning a lot more than that. Some of them are up to 200,000 a month already. But let's say you earn 200,000 a year. 25% is a $50,000 bonus that you got just by qualifying for this in your first 30 days. So I have a strategy for bringing new people in where we're going to get them qualified very quickly. And I've got 3 or 4 new role models that I'm actually coaching right now that are following this system. And we're going to report back to you how it's going for them. Okay? Here it is. Right? You come in for $100. You're a brand new person. Forget the word power leg and forget the word spillover. Those are negative words because, I've been guilty of it. Many leaders, when they come into a binary, they want to get into a power leg, and not everybody can get into a power leg, right? And then they get in a power leg, and they call their sponsor and say, hey, where's all my spillover? What you said there was going to be lots of spillover here, blah, blah, blah. It creates a whole negative take on the binary, and that's why it has a bad reputation, by the way. So I have, this was not my original idea. With Eric Rodin 15 years ago in local AdLink taught me this, and I put it into practice, and I perfected a strategy so that it's totally duplicatable. That's the key to building a huge balance, a binary that has 2 legs in momentum and is a foundation for building on year after year after year. Okay? So you come in for $100, you immediately get a left at 100 and a right at 100. Now, if you're past that, you're going to have to do this with your new people. All right? Because I never got the boost up. I didn't understand it. But I'm doing this with all my new people, left and right. They are now qualified for a 2% boost up on the referral bonus and on the pairing bonus forever. Now, before you bring anybody else in, now your responsibility is to help this guy get his 2. 1 left, 1 right at 100. He's now qualified. Help this guy get his 2. 1 left, 1 right. He's now qualified. So you duplicate that system with every new member, and you're going to have momentum very quickly on both legs. You're going to have 2 legs in momentum, and they're going to be very nicely balanced. Now, it doesn't always happen down the track that way because of big packages, but nevertheless, watch what's going to happen here. You can get momentum very quickly. New people recently qualified can start earning pairing bonuses very early. Now, this is spillover that came from you, right? So you put a person down here, he gets his 2. You put a person down here, he gets his 2. Somebody now upgrades their package to 1,000. This guy upgrades to 1,000. What happens to this guy up here? He is now seeing a binary bonus. He's got 2,300 on the left. He's got 1,300 on the left, 2,300 on the right, which is his weak leg. That's his weak leg. He gets paid on the 1,000 on the 1,300. Now, what would the binary bonus be at 10%? On 1,300 it would be $130. What's his cap on his binary? It's $100. Therefore, very early in the piece, he sees that he's got to upgrade his package to not leave any binary money on the table. You follow that? So it's got an inbuilt incentive that as your binary grows and you get bigger and bigger binary bonuses, you automatically have the incentive to upgrade your package. It's an extremely clever system to have a cap on your binaries. So this duplicates on both sides, and long term, out of all these people duplicating and getting 2 by 2 by 2, you're going to go 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. By the time you get that kind of duplication and that kind of momentum, everybody's excited, everybody's getting paid. My goal with the people I'm training now is to get 60% of everyone in the system to qualify for binary bonus. And I guarantee any of your leaders, if you look back and see how many of your people have qualified for the boost up or the binary bonus, it's very, very small. The whole team is probably 5 or 10% at the most that are qualified for binary, and they're missing out. They're leaving money on the table. So long term, what will happen is the goal is to keep doing this until you find 3 builders on your left. The yellows are the builders. 1, 2, 3. 3 builders on your right. Now remember, each builder is someone who's got this happening on 2 legs. Forget power leg, forget spillover. He's got 2 healthy legs. He's going to create a massive spillover for his downline, and they're going to love him. Okay? That's what a builder is. And so he's duplicating that system, and he brings in 2 others. So you've now got 3 builders on your left. You got 3 builders on your right. It doesn't matter whether you brought them in or somebody else brought them in. But look at this builder down here. Let's call this one your strong leg, and let's call this one your weak leg. You got a builder down here. You may not have brought him in. He may not have brought. Maybe this guy brought him in. All right, or he might actually be a spillover from above. Whatever. He gets a balanced binary, and on one day he creates 100,000 points. Guess what? Everything he does, left and right, is still on your weak leg. Everything. So if he creates 100,000 points in a day, if you were not on Boost Up, you'd get 8,000. If you're on Boost Up, you're going to get 10,000. Well, guess what? You better have a $10,000 package yourself by that time, or you're going to leave some money on the table. It's called breakage, and the breakage goes up to the company. So I believe with this system, there's going to be very little breakage, and 60-70% of the people are going to be earning binary bonuses. So I might stop and see if there's any questions anybody has, because there seems to be a lot of confusion about this, and I'm going to be showing examples in a week or two of all the people that have been following this system, and we're just going to see how much momentum they've got and how many of their people are qualifying for binary. So let me end the show here. Let me go back over here.
Okay, Richard, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you can probably make me back the host, but I don't. I'm not gonna do a screen share. But thank you for that. And Richard Marks does a training every Saturday. Hopefully, everyone that's on the call has received a welcome email that has all the calls and the information. Strongly recommend everyone to get on those calls. That is how you get tuned in with this company. What's nice about it, again, is that you know that your time is not going for naught. We're a part of something that's going to be huge. It's going to be very exciting and fun. We're going to look back in 6 months from now, a year from now, we're going to see thousands and thousands of people on these calls, and even more people. I think we have close to 100,000 reps now in PGI. So we'll be looking back in a year from now when we have 10, 100 million people involved in PGI. What I did want to also follow up on with the Boost Up is that you get the extra 2% both on your binary and on your personally sponsored, as long as those people stay active in the company. So that's something you need to keep in mind, as long as they're active, because after about 5.5 to 6 months, their trading agreement has expired, assuming that they've already added more trading agreements to that, then your Boost Up is going to stay active. And as far as funding the accounts, we do have a way for larger packages. If you have something that's $10,000 or more, we do have a way where you can just send in a cashier's check right to the company. They will fund it with Bitcoin, so you don't have to worry about them. You going on Coinbase and converting it to $20,000 of Bitcoin, especially if you never dealt in crypto before. It can be an absolute nightmare to deal with, but it's only for our team. That's not company wide. It's just for our team. That if you have a larger person that wants to come in with more money, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, whatever, then we can do that. We can get that worked out for you, where you just send a cashier's check. We have the address. Get with your sponsor. If they don't have it, have them get with their sponsor or with myself. Have that information. We don't make it public because we don't want everyone sending. We've had a couple people send a $400, $1,000 agreement there, and they're not going to bother themselves with that. These are for larger packages. If you have smaller packages, less than $5,000, get with your sponsor. That can get with myself or some of our other leaders, and we can fund them with our own Bitcoin. So totally recommend that. Okay, so I wanted to finally bring in, and I don't see him on the call unless he's under a different name, but I wanted to bring in David Cantu for to kind of finish the call off. So unless you have a different name, David. Oh wait, yeah, David. David is on. Yeah. There he is. Yeah, I just saw you, David. Okay, yeah, David. Great to have you on the call. We always like to kind of finish the call with David, and I strongly recommend turn off your video if you're shy or whatever. But I strongly recommend for everyone to do this exercise or these exercises that David has us do. Again, David's got a heart of gold. He's going to be on these calls forever, so to speak. I'm going to keep him on these calls because I really get a lot out of him. He stayed with me for a while, and I learned he's got a great heart, and he's got a lot of wisdom. And so we always like to end these calls with David. We bring him on, and just encourage everyone to do this exercise that David says. It's only to make us better for who we are. So David, go ahead, take it away.
Everybody hear me?
Perfect.
Hi, well, I'm David. I'm from California. I moved to Las Vegas in 2005 to play in the World Series of Poker. So I used to be a poker pro. I joined PGI in August of 2020, and I quickly became binary qualified. Today, really quickly, before we do a little visualization practice, I just want to talk about a book that has completely changed my life. And I'm sure some of you have read this book maybe one time, but you have to read it over and over and over again. In this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book it's the best book ever possible. It's pretty much, it talks about the subconscious mind. It comes down to the beliefs, the programmings, and the habits that you've had since you were a child. Because the subconscious section of the mind is not your conscious mind. It's not your thinking mind. It's everything that's been in contact through your five senses since you were a child. So everything that happened to you before you could think, it's already been programmed into you. So some things that hold you back in life that you say, I can't do this, or that's too expensive, or I just can't get where I would need to be, it's already kind of been programmed into. So this book, it pretty much, I want to go over just a couple sections of the chapters really quick. We can't go into too much detail about it, but it's Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You have to read this book. So desire is what we want. And when we think of desire, it's something that we pick up around people around us. If we saw a nice car, or we saw somebody that looked a certain way, the society around us kind of dictates our desires. So our desires start in our mind, and they manifest in reality. Faith. So faith, you have to believe in something. And visualization, you can imagine really what you want based on faith and your belief in yourself. So another one is very important. It's called autosuggestion. So that's pretty much, you can influence your own subconscious mind through doing affirmations. And that's what I've been doing for the last 4 years. I've been writing down on a piece of paper what I want. If I want to be happy, if I want to be healthy, if I want to be wealthy, I read it out loud before I go to bed. First thing in the morning, when you're in the theta frequency, where your brain is it's in hypnosis mode and it's just ready to go and go and go. And you're pretty much creating your future by using the subconscious section of the mind. And then, like I said, imagination, organized planning. I also have an accountability book. So like every 15 minutes, every single 15 minutes, I write down what I'm doing. If it's watching TV or being lazy or complaining or whatever it is, you have to be accountable. You have to write down, and I've been doing this for the last 3 years, and literally life is just easy because I'm accountable. I keep accountability to everything. Making decisions. Really, we make good decisions, we make bad decisions, but if you don't make any decision at all, time goes by. You make a decision, time goes by. If you do nothing, time goes by. You might as well make a decision and stick with it in the long run. Persistent. You need to use effort to your advantage. Just do it. You have to just go and do it. You have to take action because the way you think is the way you feel. If you're thinking about what you want, you're feeling how you want. The thought process and the emotion process is almost the same. It's like a time delay. And if you're thinking about what you want and you're feeling good, then you're going to take the action. You're going to do what you want. So persistence is very important. And then last but not least, the mastermind group. 2 brains is always better than 1. So surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded people, like Dane and other people and Suresh and people that are in a group. If you want to be like somebody, you can't hang out with losers. If you want to be a winner, you hang out with winners. That's really the bottom line, because you become people you're around. So that's really, really important. Surrounding yourself with the people that you want to be like. And all of this happens in our mind, our thoughts and our feelings and our actions. So pretty much, you have to read Think and Grow Rich. I'm telling you. You can just read 1 page. And it was written in 1936, and it was revised. But this book is like magic. You have to read it. Go on Amazon right now and buy it. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I've been reading this book every single day, at least a page, for the last 4 years. And it has completely changed my life. And then you just take notes. And then you look before you go to bed, before you say prayers, before you say your prayers, your affirmations, write down what you want, write down your goals. I have a weekly goal, I have a monthly goal, I have a yearly goal. You look at it, you actually feel it. Touch it with your hands. Touch the actual letters. You see it, you feel it, you touch it, you close your eyes, you visualize it with emotion. I'm telling you, this is what billionaires and millionaires do. This is the secret. You have to imagine yourself already in possession of it. In possession. If you want money, you have to see yourself, close your eyes, see yourself with the money. And I know it's not that easy just to close your eyes and see something. When you watch videos of stuff with money in it, and then close your eyes and see it and feel it and then touch it. Because your mind doesn't know the difference what is reality or what is imagination. Because you can close your eyes right now and think about somebody, I love this person, and then have tears and emotion towards that person. Your mind just doesn't know what is reality or what's in your mind. So if you practice what's in your mind, you use this as a daily practice, even 5 minutes, you can literally create whatever you want, anything. It will just be manifested into your life. But you have to take action. That's the biggest thing. You can say all these things. You can't just like meditate and it doesn't just come to you. I mean, I do meditation too, but you have to take action. We all know that. So the mind, the subconscious mind, the conscious mind, unconscious mind, collective unconsciousness. I can go into the 4 layers of the mind layer. But the subconscious mind is the programming, the habits, and pretty much everything that's kind of holding you back. You want to condition it the way that you want it. Okay, so now, really quickly, for about 5 minutes, we're going to do a little visualization exercise to create what you want. So pretty much everyone right now, just invite you to just close your eyes, and become silent, become quiet. Just close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, I want you to set a goal in your mind. Don't think what's possible or what isn't possible. Just think, what is it that you want for a 1-week goal? A financial goal. So we're focusing on finances right now. What goal do you want to reach in one week? With your job, with your businesses, with your investments, with PGI. In 1 week, how many people do you want to sign up? How much money do you want to make? You're going to make your 1% no matter what in PGI, but how many people do you want to sign up in 1 week? Don't think what's possible or what's not possible. See it clearly in your mind, utilize it, touch it, feel it, whatever you have to do, and just keep your eyes closed and just imagine it in your mind. You can do it. You can do it. You can do whatever you want. You just have to practice. An untrained mind is an untrained mind. You just need to practice this. For 1 week, what do I want to accomplish, my financial goal? It doesn't matter what it is. You could sign up 100 people in a week. You have to believe it, no matter what. So put that in your mind, visualize it. 1 week. How do I want to think? How do I want to feel? How much money do I want to make in 1 week? Just resonate that for about 30 seconds. Okay, a 1 month goal. 1 month. Everything I just said, you heard clearly. Now 1 month. 1 month. So that 1 week times 4, what do you want to accomplish in 1 month? Okay, you have to set these goals, and you have to write them down on paper and see them, especially before bed and first thing in the morning when you're pretty much in an auto-suggestion hypnosis mode. What do you want to do in 1 month? How do you want to feel? How do you want to think? How much money do you want to make? How do you want to be? How do you want the people around you to be? How do you want everything to be for 1 month? Financially with PGI, what is your goal for 1 month? For your investments, for your work, for your family, for if you want a car, if you want a house, whatever you want to do for 1 month. What is your goal? See it clearly in your mind. And see it manifesting. You see it being created. Feel as if you have it. Feel as if you already have it. Because that's exactly what you want, right? That's what you want. Whatever's in your mind, that's what you want. It should not be what someone else wants. It should be what you want. This is your human experience. You're experiencing this yourself, everything. Through your 5 senses. This is you. This is not about other people. It's not being selfish. This is about you. You can only love other people if you love yourself. This is about personal development. This is about the 1 month goal. 1 month. Now 1 year. Multiply that month by 12. 12 months, 1 year. Now 1 year. What do you want to accomplish? Do you want to make 100,000? Why are you settling on 100,000? Why can't you make 100,000 a month? Now ask yourself that. I want to make 100,000 a month. What's holding me back? Visualize it. Say I want to make that much, or I want to make $1 million a month. You can do it. There's people out there, they're not more intelligent than you. They're doing it. They're just taking action. They're visualizing. They're doing this exact same thing. What we're doing right now. You have to see it, feel it with emotion, and feel it with action. You have to do it. For 1 year, what is your goal for 1 year? See it, have emotion, don't think what's possible or what's not possible. Just focus on what you want for 1 year. That's exactly what it is. When you're taking action in your mind, like a movie, you're creating a movie in your mind, and you'll get the emotion of it as soon as you get it. You should get a sensation in your body, pleasantness, happiness, and love. That's what it is. It's energy. All right, so when you're ready, don't worry, smiling because I already did it in my mind. When you're ready, just open your eyes and, a little bit of homework. Just before you go to bed, just write down your goal. Just write down, it doesn't matter what it is. You don't need to show it to anybody. Just write it down. Just say, I want a new car. I want a black Mercedes AMG, whatever. Or I want this amount of money, or I want to make this person laugh and smile, whatever it is. Just put it on paper. You see it, and then you say it out loud, and first thing in the morning, have a note paper and pen right next to you. As soon as you wake up, you do the same thing. I'm telling you, I've been doing this for 4 years, and every year I've pulled my net worth, which sounds insane, but I'm doing really well for myself. At 41, I would never expect to be almost a millionaire. I'm almost a millionaire, I'm being honest. I feel amazing, and I'm doing this. So if you do this every day, it'll work. Thank you.
David, thank you for your time. And just to kind of give you a little putting your money where your mouth is, David's doing a $100,000 position this Friday, I think, right, David?
Friday at 1.
Yeah, you're 1 o'clock. We got you set up with RV, man. You're putting your money where your mouth is. And what I want everyone on this call to reach out to every one of your teammates and tell them you need to be on this Wednesday call. You need to be on it. I'm gonna crack the whip big time when we hang up with this call, because here's the thing. The issue that I have is that people expect you or myself to go to bat for them on certain things, and they never get on any calls. They never look at the comp plan. They never check their back office. They never do anything, and they're expecting the world. And so we really need to hold everybody accountable who's not on this call. You got to get on this call. You got to be in tune with the team, okay? And then also, what I wanted to say is that, David had talked about Think and Grow Rich. You can also get that on Audible. I'm not I hate reading. I can't stand reading. I just read scripture, Bible in the morning. That's about it. That's the only reading I do. Everything else I'll do Audible. So I've got an Audible membership with Apple, and I will punch in. I wrote this book down. I'm going to punch that in so I can hear it audibly when I drive. So that's another thing. You don't have to read it, but Audible, and maybe bring a notepad with you in case you're stopped at a stoplight and you want to write down some notes. But other than that, that's good. Thank you, David, for that. Think and Grow Rich. I really appreciate it. So, guys, thanks for being on our call. And again, we do these every Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then please check your welcome email. We have calls every single day, and then the Super Saturday call every other Saturday. So, again, thanks for being on our call, guys. This is recorded. I will send the recording to the Telegram group. So if you're not on the Telegram group, make sure you get with your sponsor and ask them to add you to the Telegram group. Actually, before we end, I do see here's some questions. James Mayo says, how am I sure that the company will be here in 5 years? Here's the bottom line, okay? I want everyone to Google Lloyd's of London when we hang up. LLOYDS, Lloyd's of London. Google them. They're a company that's been around for over 400 years. They are stronger than a bank. What they are there are thousands and thousands of millionaires and even billionaires. They're investors, and they put their money together to invest in commodities and things of that nature. And I'm going to ask you, do you think Lloyd's of London is going to sign $100 million? Because that's what our contract is. It's $100 million to ensure any trading agreements that are $20,000 or higher. That means David, when he does this $100,000 trading agreement on Friday, when the Lloyd's of London is rolled out, which is going to be in February, he could say, hey, I want to add that. I want that as added insurance because I want to make sure I'm going to get back my $100,000 if PGI goes out of business or folds. So I know we're not supposed to use the word guarantee, but how is that not, if you think about it? I don't know. I mean, me personally, I'm going to be doing a $500,000 by March, and just between you and everyone else, I'm not going to add Lloyd's of London. I don't know how much, unless, if it's very inexpensive, but I can imagine a $500,000 contract is going to be pretty hefty to insure on a monthly basis. So I'm that sure about the owner and about the company to not even worry about Lloyd's of London. Now, I'm not telling anybody on this call, hey, don't use Lloyd's of London. I'm just telling you my personal comfort level, which could be completely different from anyone else. So that is exactly how I know this is the real deal. What if you don't recruit and just want to be passive? Absolutely. That's the beauty about PGI is you can just do a passive approach. Ask yourself, I got $1,000 sitting in a bank account. What am I earning on that a month? $5? $4? Maybe you can earn up to about $300 to $400 a month on the same $1,000, and it'd be completely passive. But I will tell you, I've had a lot of people that say, hey, I got $5,000 or $10,000. I just want to throw this at this. I'm not going to recruit. I'm not going to bring anyone in, but I want to put $10,000 in. Great. Absolutely. That's fine. You put $10,000 in, $1,000 in, whatever it is. Guess what happens after the first 3 weeks, 4 weeks? You're like, wow, I've been getting paid every day. I do a withdrawal every Monday. And I get calls, hey, Dane, I got my friend John, I got my friend Sarah. They're really interested in this. Can you talk to them? Sure. Let's get them on a call. Get them on a call. And guess what happens? They turn into a recruiter. It's like reverse way of marketing. Absolutely. You don't have to tell a single soul. But when you're making that kind of money, you kind of want to bless people. And that's kind of our way of thinking needs to be more of we're using this avenue to bless people and not hey, do you want to be a part of something? And you buy 20 bottles of shampoo, you're going to get $1 return, and all that stuff that's out there. Money talks, and people that get paid every day, that's very, very powerful. So, would we still be making 1% a day? Absolutely. We've been averaging about 34% a month since we started in February of 2020. So, absolutely. Is the 1% as daily interest without saying the word guarantee? So, we're seeing returns right around 1% a day, which is about 34% a month. But what you have to keep in mind is that if you come in with $1,000, then after about 5.5 to 6 months, you have 2,000. So it's taken you about 5.5 to 6 months to make 1,000 because you want to get back your initial. So then you can do the math. Okay, what's 5.5? Let's just say 6 months divided by I just made 1,000. It's $200 a month. So off of $1,000, you will make $200 a month, and so on. And after $5,000, you'll make. And we have a Excel spreadsheet that just get with your sponsor, ask them, that has the whole breakdown. As if you started with X amount and you reinvested. How much money will you make after a certain period of time? We have all that. Okay. And then is the payouts it's in Bitcoin. The payouts are in Bitcoin, which is great because whether Bitcoin goes up or down in value, we're doing arbitrage trading. So whether Bitcoin is 50,000 for one coin or 5,000 for one coin, we're still making that percentage every single day. And we get paid in Bitcoin. So let's say Bitcoin was at 42,000 and you're getting paid on Monday, and Sunday it happens to drop to 20,000. Guess what happens on Monday? You're making more of a Bitcoin on Monday, and you're here. So you want to withdraw on Monday because take advantage of that rise in Bitcoin. So we get paid in Bitcoin. So as soon as you start talking, the recruiting naturally happens. I don't know if that is a compliment. Maybe they're talking about me or just in general, because we have these masks and they're in my truck, but they say, I make money with Bitcoin, ask me how. So if you want a mask, I'm going to enter in my email address here that you can send me an email for any other information. If you want the PowerPoint, whatever it is you want. My email address is danedkohler@yahoo. I just programmed it in there. If you're interested in masks, they're $10. They're all in my truck, and actually they're in my pool room. So without me getting up because I'm in my underwear. But they say I make money with Bitcoin, and the O in Bitcoin is the Bitcoin logo. They're really, really cool. So I've had many, many people stop me and ask me how can I make money with Bitcoin? And so it's an open invitation to people. And I tell you, I've had at least one person every day look at my mask and ask me. So, and I've gotten at least one sign up every day of people wanting to come in because Bitcoin is the hot topic. So let me know. Send me an email, danedkohler@yahoo, if you want some of those masks. I make money with Bitcoin. I'll get them to you. I'll mail them out to you. They're $10 each. And appreciate everyone for being on the call this Wednesday. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, David. Thanks, everyone. Richard, everyone. Thank you. Suresh. Take care, guys.
Thank you.